Alright, just stopping right here before you even start the video. Every video is going to come with a disclaimer, so feel free, if you've already watched this disclaimer, to skip ahead into the actual episode. All the information that you see in this video, in this episode today, has been taken from Don't Go to the Cosmetics Counter Without Me 9th edition. This was written by Paula. Her full name's right there, and her paulaschoice research team. Paulaschoice is a pretty well-known and trusted skincare brand. I've taken parts from this book that I found most interesting and intriguing that I think deserves to be known, so hopefully you're interested as well. I might turn off comments if I haven't. Please be respectful in the comments and realize that this is not my research, and this book was made in 2015, I believe. So some of the ideas, they may have changed, they may have introduced new research. I can't, go too far depth into that, but just be mindful of that and enjoy today's episode because I sure enjoyed learning and creating it. Hello all you shining stars. Thanks for watching the disclaimer. If you did, if you didn't, please watch it. Alright, today's episode is focused on all about targeted solutions for your skin type. And in today's episode I'm going to be talking about oily, dry, aging, acne, blackheads, and dark spots. Now this one is going to be probably at least a half hour. So as per usual, you're going to see my little stars on the background. Down there, if there's any spelling mistakes, I do apologize. I'm just copying this from the book Don't Go to the Cosmetic Counter Without Me, 9th edition. Alright, so let's just jump right into this one, and I'm going to be starting out with dry skin. Number one is that and this is important, your dry skin doesn't need an overabundance of moisture. And I mean, it kind of makes sense why people with dry skin automatically think, I need lots of moisture, I need those heavy creams, my skin's so dry, I need to moisturize it. Like, it makes sense, and it definitely makes sense why it's been drilled into our heads that this is what, the more moisture the better. But no, not in this case when it comes to dry skin. And the reason why is it is possible to over moisturize your dry skin. Too much can be a serious problem because it disrupts the skin's protective barrier. Dry skin isn't just because your skin doesn't have enough water. It is also because it doesn't have the ability to retain the right amount of it. That's the most important thing to remember if you have dry skin. Now moving on to number two is how to prevent dry skin. And to prevent dry skin, you need to have a targeted solution based for your dry skin, particularly by looking for ingredients with emollients. Dry skin, you want emollients. Emollients are, and I'm going to have my little stars here, wax-like lubricating thickening agent. Vaseline is a good example for the emollient. Plant oils, mineral oils, coconut butter, fatty acids. Just going to leave that there for a moment for you ladies with dry skin, or men if you're watching this. Alright, three recommendations for dry skin is a recommendation to add a humidifier. Use gentle cleansers. Avoid immersing your skin in water for long periods of time. So no hour-long baths, no hour-long soaks in the hot tub. If you have dry skin, that's actually hurting, not helping you. At night, it is recommended that you apply an effective AHA, which is alpha hydroxy acid, or BHA, which is beta hydro, I think that's how you say it, exfoliant. Sunscreen every morning, but also at night, you want to apply an emollient moisturizer made with plant oils and skincare ingredients. And this may kind of shock you, but for very dry skin, it is recommended you apply a layer of olive oil. Yes, olive oil, or canola oil, or safflower oil. Yeah, over your nighttime moisturizer as an extra treatment. So just try that. Try adding some oil if you have very dry skin. That canola oil to your skin at night. Alright, so that's going to sum up the dry skin. Aging skin. We're starting off with a new number for aging skin. Number 1 for aging skin is to use a gentle cleanser and a well-formulated toner. A well-formulated toner loaded with antioxidants, skin repairing and anti-irritants, and cell community ingredients. You can watch my previous video, particularly episode 4, for what these are. Today's episode is episode 5, I believe. Yeah, it's episode 5 today. So we're already in November. It should be November. Number 2 is to use an effective AHA or BHA product. So this book is really encouraging your AHAs and your BHAs, which is something that I didn't use in my skincare regime till recently. And when I mean recently, I mean like a couple weeks ago from the day I'm filming. I did not know that. I was afraid of exfoliation. But reading more and learning more and watching videos and this book made me realize that exfoliation, a chemical exfoliation, is actually very beneficial towards the skin. Number 3 for aging skin is to use a good sunscreen. I use SPF 60, but look for at least SPF 15, which generally tends to be your minimum. I think is SPF 15, but it always recommends to use sunscreen. Number 4 is consider using a product containing retinol. And retinol is actually the technical term for vitamin A. Maybe you already knew this, but I didn't know it, so it's kind of new to me. Vitamin A drugs have the ability to return abnormal skin cell production back to some level of normalcy. Number 5 is to, again, apply a well-formulated emollient, a state-of-the-art anti-wrinkle / anti-aging moisturizer and serums. So for your aging skin, you want to look for products loaded with antioxidants, skin repairing, anti-irritant, and cell communicating ingredients. Again, I did address this in episode 4. Another important thing that I feel is really important to mention, especially for the anti-aging moisturizers, is that you need to look for those opaque bottles or bottles with pump applicators. Avoid those pretty glass jars and clear packaging of any kind when it comes to those anti-aging moisturizers. And I'm thinking right away off the top of my head, I think Charlotte Tilbury is infamous for, I could be wrong, for glass bottles. Just stay away from them. They're a waste of money. They are exposing the beneficial product you want unnecessarily. So if you want to get all the benefits that a product is claiming to have, and for all the research that you can do when looking at the ingredients, look for your bottles and your pump applicators. Another tip is if you have oily aging skin, you want to look for Feather Light lotion, gel, or liquid. For combination / dry aging skin, look for a lightweight lotion or serum. Now I do remember in my video episode 3, I believe I mentioned that serum consistency, textures are good for all skin types. Alright, we're moving on to oily skin. Number 1 for oily skin is that there are products that will actually keep oil under control, which is a relief. Oily skin is caused by I'll probably say that wrong. I'm just going to leave that here. It's a hormone that stimulates oil production. Irritating or drying ingredients actually make matters worse. So you want to avoid irritating ingredients by, again, reading the ingredients. I found many products, claiming to be for oily skin that actually contain emollients high up on the ingredients list. Infamous one was the dimeticones. I think that's how you say that. I found so many products that had it high up on the list, and emollients are good for dry skin, not oily. But yes, yeah, I found them in so many products tailored towards oily skin, which is still kind of confusing to me. Number 2, ingredients to avoid when you have oily skin. Now, I was looking for at Sephora because I want to, for the November sale, I'm going to be cleaning out my skincare regime. I'm starting anew, especially after doing the research on actual ingredients that I went through Sephora's website. I'm still surprised by what I found, but I'm doing a complete declutter of pretty much all the products I'm using now, save for my BHA acid, and I'm starting anew, and I'm taking advantage of the Black Friday sale, Cyber Monday sale, to do a complete reset on my skincare. Ingredients to avoid. Even if it says on the bottle is for oily skin, and I'm going to list these here. If it has menthol, mint, eucalyptus, lemon, witch hazel, or alcohol such as that alcohol down there, or alcohol denote, which I did actually find in some of those luxury brands, pass on it. Do yourself a favor and just pass. I don't care how many positive reviews there are. Just pass. Just you got, because those reviews are influenced by so many things. Free products, wanting to get free products. What works for you might not work for somebody else. What works for somebody else might not work for you. Even if you have 98 people and saying that it works for them and 2 people saying that it doesn't, you might be one of the 2 people. Just by your ingredients and make your review for yourself. If you have oily skin and blemishes, the goal isn't to dry them out, but to absorb the oil so it doesn't damage the skin. Sounds like the same thing, but it's different. Again, emollients will only make your oily skin worse, so watch for those. As a rule, ingredients that keep bar products in solid form, such as soap or stick foundations or rich lotions and moisturizers, have textures that are likely to clog your pores and look greasy on the skin. So again, for us oily ladies, stay away from the rich moisturizers or the thick lotions, the stick foundations, and watch your ingredients for those dimethicones. There is an essential routine for oily skin. Use a gentle, effective moisturizer. Again, always read the ingredients and avoid cleansers that contain drying agents. Use a good toner that is alcohol-free and irritant-free. I'm going to put a website down below that I really recommend you guys to use, especially if you've been watching these episodes, taking notes, whatever, and if you're generally interested, thank you for being here. What'sinmyjar.com is a great website for double checking, as it lists what could be irritant in almost every product on the market. I stumbled upon it, and it's been really helpful. Use a well-formulated BHA gel or liquid exfoliant. The best exfoliating ingredient for oily skin is BHA. Apply sunscreen liberally, like a lot, and use a lightweight moisturizer at night containing niacinamide, right there. Blotting papers as well. are recommended throughout the day. I can't find these anymore, black charcoal, but they actually work. Right now, I do have a little bit oily skin. I haven't completely cleaned out my skincare, but it works. Blotting papers are your best friend. You're not adding any product. You're not taking away your makeup. I don't have any makeup on today, but there you go. All right, moving on to acne-prone skin. Number one is to know the factors that contribute to acne-prone skin. There's where your knowledge is going to come in. What's causing my acne? Right? You're probably asking yourself that. Overproduction of oil triggered by that hormone. Something that you can't really control. Irregular or excessive shedding of dead skin cells. A buildup of a bacteria called that bacteria. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that one. Irritation from various factors that stimulate oil production, like right there. And that ingredient right there is in so much skincare and foundations claiming to be matte, claiming to be oil free, claiming to help with oil and shine control, but yet the second or third ingredient is that emollient, which is tailored towards dry skin and not oily skin. Talk about being counterproductive, and I'm still a little pissed off by how many products I found that I have used before, and I've been wondering, why am I still getting this oil and shine throughout the day? And yeah, I'm a little bit heated about this. Just throwing it out there. Sensitive reactions to cosmetics and hair follicles that produce an oily substance known as sebum. Alright, number two for acne-prone skin. Targeted solutions, which, is helpful. You want to cleanse your face. Again, cleanse with a gentle cleanser. Also to note, if a product is tingling or cooling, and you know how some products are like, if it's tingling or cooling, it means it's working. No, it means you are having a skin reaction. Stop using it. Do yourself and your skin a favor. It's not a good thing that that's tingling and cooling, and if a product says, this tingles and cools, pass. Because that's not good for your skin, and it makes sense. Look for products, and I'll list this here. This is for the acne prone. Look for products with 1 to 2% BHA or an 8 to 10% AHA. BHA is preferred for acne prone skin. And always remember, you cannot scrub your acne away. Another thing to note, and I didn't know this, is that if you're allergic to aspirin, you cannot use BHAs, but you can use AHAs. BHA is beta, AHA is alpha. Alright? So that's just, wow, mind blown. Alright. Number 3 is products that kill acne-causing bacteria and reduce inflammation. The one you want to look for is benzoyl peroxide. A second consideration is tea tree oil. Prescription forms of vitamin A, which are called retinoids. However, you cannot use the benzoyl, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, peroxide, with most retinoids, vitamin A, as they will essentially cancel each other out in effectiveness. Diet, which many people might know already, can contribute to acne, and doctors can prescribe oil antibiotics for more chronic cystic acne conditions. Number 4, which kind of makes me queasy to talk about, but I'm including it, is how to pop that pimple. So you want to use a blemish extractor rather than your fingers. You want to use a tool. You want to cleanse your face first with lukewarm water. Don't use hot water, don't use cold water. Use lukewarm water only. You want to lightly massage your skin with a soft rag to make extracting easier by offering a gentle exfoliation. But don't overdo it. That's why it's a gentle. Okay, you want to dry your skin, and with the tool, I don't have one of these tools, or maybe I do, I don't know, I don't get many pimples. You center the opening of the tool over your pimple and gently move it down with the whitehead and across. So it's like you're doing that kind of motion. The goal is to be gentle and remove the whitehead without creating a scab or damage. You want to finish off with 2.5% or 5% benzoyl peroxide, or a 1% to 2% salicylic acid BHA product. I thought those were helpful tips. Now moving on to blackheads. What causes blackheads? Blackheads again is an overproduction of that hormone that creates the oil. That one right there. Irregular or excessive shedding of dead skin cells, irritation from various factors including skincare products. If you are getting rid of blackheads, you need products that reduce excess oil production, reduce and absorb excess oil, and remove dead cells, and carefully remove the black pug. So the process to remove blackheads is very similar from the process to remove acne. However, there is one major difference that I need to note. Coming right up, number 2, what not to use on blackheads. Avoid products that claim to address blackheads but contain, and I'm going to list these right here, alcohol, peppermint, menthol, lemon, lime, and eucalyptus. These ingredients right here actually increase oil production by stimulating that hormone. There's your fun fact of the day. So I don't really get blackheads, so I haven't really done my research on what eliminates blackheads. But if you turn that ball around, or you look at the ingredients and you see the alcohol, peppermint, menthol, lemon, lime, and eucalyptus, pass. Don't even waste your money, because it's just going to end up being worse for you in the long run. And just like blackheads, you cannot scrub your just like blackheads, just like acne, you cannot scrub away your blackheads, just like you can't scrub away your acne. So stop trying to do it. You're only hurting yourself, literally. Another one, avoid bar soaps and bar cleansers. Pretty much anything in bar form that's tailored towards blackheads, and I think I've seen some blackhead exfoliating bar soaps. Stay away from them because they clog your pores. Again, think about soap scum on your skin. Just avoid those bar soaps and those bar cleansers. Also, avoid moisturizers with too much emollients. If it has, it's kind of the same. You want to avoid for blackheads what you're avoiding for oily skin. So these products right here, again, that dimethicone, which I found on so many products tailored towards oily skin, it's not going to help in the long run. It's just going to make things worse. It's going to make you keep buying that product thinking that you're helping your oil when you're not. You're just creating the problem all over again. All right. If you have stubborn blackheads, you will have to use a blackhead extractor. But remember, benzoyl peroxide is for acne and not for blackheads. You can't use this product for both. If you have your peroxide and you're using it on your acne, keep it away from your blackheads, because you can't use both. So peroxide for acne, not for blackheads. Number 3 under the blackheads is targeted solutions. You want to cleanse your face, but avoid those bar soaps and bar cleansers. Exfoliate with 1% to 2% BHA or an 8 to 10% AHA, but your BHA is preferred for both your acne and your blackheads. But you can't use BHA if you're allergic to aspirin. BHA and AHA as well is preferred over scrubbing your face or using a scrub. Use your blotting papers for excess oil throughout the day. Use prescription forms of vitamin A called retinoids. if you have really bad blackheads. And you can have an esthetician, I probably said that wrong, remove your stubborn blackheads for you. It's always an option. Number 4 is how to extract the blackheads yourself. You want to use a blackhead extractor and some light-handed squeezing. You will have to squeeze. You want to first wash your face with a good cleanser, follow up with a toner. Place a slightly warm wet washcloth for 1 minute over the area and pat dry. You want to use your extractor, first center over the blackhead and gently press down while pulling forward. And to get more of the blackhead out, you can use a tissue to cover your fingers, but you can use your fingers and apply the soft pressure, but you only want to do this once. You don't want to keep on damaging your skin by trying to get that blackhead. You might reach that point where you have to go to an esthetician, or at that point, if you got that blackhead there, you almost have it out, you might just have to go to someone that professionally does it. And then you want to follow up with your BHA acid. That's how to extract your blackheads yourself. Now we're moving on to dark spots. Number 1 is, can you lighten your skin color or your brown discolorations, like your sunspots? Now, dark spots are caused by sun damage over time. As far as your skin color, that's melanonin, I think it's called. I think that's how you pronounce it. I could be wrong. I'll just put the word right there. But it will require select treatments. What is recommended is applying sunscreen for the prevention of sun damage, AHA or BHA exfoliants, melanone or inhibiting ingredients, and I'm just going to put this there because I will butcher this. That product with 0.5% to 2% concentration, retinoids, and laser therapy. So yeah, that's it's an expensive process. All right, so I'm going to wrap up the soup bowl, all about targeted solutions. Next Sunday's episode is going to be putting together the best skincare routine for you. So that should be a really interesting one. All right, well, thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a good day. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. All right, all you shining stars. We'll see you next Sunday. Bye, guys.